Welcome to Dan ARG YouTube. Reduce the salaries of Nigeria politicians. This na the message wey Apostle Alfred Oyinosa, the man wey dey talk am as e be, bring come today. Make I leave you make you hear from Apostle Alfred Oyinosa. Enjoy the video.
Una don increase the tariff to import cars. The political office holder can still afford to buy it. They can buy 20 because the money is there. But the civil servant, the common Nigerian, cannot afford it. Let the poor breathe. Hello, my people. Now, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Happy Sunday. Yes, depending on the location and for the watch this broadcast, we go continue to the talk as it be. Yes, everything they go well by the grace of God. I don't want to really talk much this morning, but rather I just want clear some air. There are some things we really need to know. Operation Reduce Political Office Holder Salary now. The salary for those politicians, the senators, the House of Rep members, the House of Assembly members, make them reduce their salary, then increase the salary of the civil servant. In an insane society, you pay attention to the civil servant. But in Nigeria, our leaders pay attention on themselves. They pay attention on themselves. And this one a big error. Big error. In Nigeria, our politicians pay attention to themselves than the masses. As of today, the rich are also crying. The rich are crying because of the harsh economic policy. Yes, but I know the Bible said there is hope for a tree when it's being cut down. But in a developed country or other African country, in Nigeria, they pay attention to the citizen. Then they pay attention to the civil servant. But for Nigeria, our leaders, they pay attention to themselves. They pay attention to their family than the civil servant, which does not make sense. So I would appeal to President Tinubu, even when the people did not vote for you, and we know the case is still in court. Why not reduce the salary of the politician, the political holders? Whether the senators reduce their allowance, the House of Rep members reduce their allowance. In reducing this, then increase the salary of the civil servant. Now, even if we're now 1,000 naira today, those political office holders can still afford it, but the civil servant cannot afford it. The civil servant cannot afford it. Then two, when I don't increase the tariff to import cars, the political office holder can still afford to buy it. They can buy 20 because the money is there. But the civil servant, the common Nigerian, cannot afford it. Let the poor breathe. So which means, in as much you are trying to discourage people from buying cars, foreign cars, is our local cars being accessible? Which policy, which modality the government they put in place to say, okay, Inno's Motor they produce cars. Let me enter an alliance with Inno Motors. Let me subsidize so that Nigerians can afford cars from Inno's Motor. Yes, during your campaign, you said farmer will make more money. As of today, we expect, see they don't open farmland for our people to go back to farm. Open up mechanized farming. If we eat, go gather money, go buy car. The rich also cry, but let the poor breathe. I moved around town yesterday. I see the way people, they cry. People can barely feed. But I begin to wonder, I begin to ask questions. Does our leaders have mind at all? They don't even get human sympathy. Our political office holder does not have human sympathy. Now stone, did their heart now stone. Stone. The new senators and House of Rep member now, we know they look all of una now. All of una don't they dance to the gallery. The new senators and the House of Assembly, House of Rep members, who they just newly elect or select now. Una never come out to say, no, this policy is harsh on the people. Una want turn number 2 rubber stamp. Why do we send you people to Abuja? We send you people to Abuja to represent us, to speak on our behalf, to fight for the interest of the people. But una go there, una go dey fight for una interest and the interest of una family. If this go really good for this country, make President Tinubu reduce the salaries of all the political office holders. In fact, may they begin to receive minimum wage like like civil servants. Yes, now let them also start receiving minimum wage like the civil servant. May they still pay them like civil servant. Let the poor breathe. You say renew hope. We don't feel judging them because it never reached 1 year. But the people are already crying. If our leaders fit work on themselves, reducing the salary of political office holders, then increase the salary of the civil servant, then we can afford things to buy the market. Because of fuel increase, as of today now, price of foodstuff does skyrocket. We expect by now, say the federal government go don roll out trans-city bus, intercity bus. By now, we expect them to bring out luxurious, to cushion the effect of the removal of the fuel subsidy. According to them, they say they don't save 400 billion. According to them. By now, we supposed to see the effect. We supposed to say the federal government don't roll out luxurious buses, shuttle buses, that the people can afford. Across the 33 states. At each state, at least each state, you give it like 2020. Yes, 2020. You can afford the money there. Now, if we save 400 billion, so which means put those money, buy luxurious buses, share it among the states. Mass city transport. To also help cushion the effect of transportation. I just want to come as it be. We expect by now, as we receive remove fuel subsidy, every other thing will crash. But things they go up. Yesterday now, when I told them I want to increase electricity tariff. So now I increase electricity tariff. Now make you sign, say, make it still begin to generate light. Why do you need to increase electricity tariff? So which means, una keep collecting from the poor to enrich yourselves. Must the poor pay for everything? I don't want to talk about the former president. I don't want to talk go there. Former president, we carry rail line go Niger Republic. Which relationship does Nigeria have with Niger Republic? By now, we suppose don't see, say the President Tinubu now, the president is selected by INEC. We suppose don't see them now. It's okay. Now it don't hit the ground running by commissioning rail line to say this rail line to connect Lagos, Ogun, Edo, Bayelsa, Delta, Cross River, straight from Lagos. Now they connect gas from Ogun to Kano. This is not fair. Our leaders from the South, our leaders from the Southwest, and our leaders from the Southeast, what you know they do? If we show that they stand or speak for the people, all this policy today, the masses are at the receiving end. Now the masses, they suffer. For how long? The rich also cry and let the poor breathe. So President Tinubu, think. If you want to make this nation work, start from the political office holder, reduce all their salary. Start from there. Start from there. Reduce their salary. Reduce the senator salary. Reduce those House of member salary. Reduce those salary. They put the money into the economy. Put the money into farm, into agriculture. Put the money into education. Put the money into healthcare sector. Since you dey travel for abroad for tourists to go check your head, by now you suppose don't sign bill to say now to revive all the hospitals. I just want to say the way it is. Nigerians are not smiling at all. But I wonder the kind of leaders we get for this country. The leaders who think just about themselves. The good ones that would have fight for us, they are prevented from coming into the system. Preventing the good ones, those ones where say they get the heart of the people for the people, they don't allow them to come into the system. For how long? Should we continue like this? For how long? For how long? I just want to come as a bit this morning because I'm not today happy. Make una reduce the salary of those political office holders. Let's start from there. Reduce their salary. Let's start from there. God bless you.
Now we don't hear from Apostle Alfred Uyinosa. Let us know what you think for comment section. If you never subscribe to Dan ARG YouTube, try make you subscribe so that make you for the hear all the things where they happen for Nigeria. Make I leave you with this video, make you help us share them. Thank you for watching Dan ARG YouTube.